This is a hook? This is a hook. This is a hook? This is a hook. Hi, I'm Tiffany Topol and I just left therapy. Today my therapist left me with a task for the week. Anytime I have a negative self-thought, to stop and write it down. And I said to her, "Welp, better keep a pencil tucked behind my ear. Better keep a little pad of paper like damn Nancy Drew." She laughed. She thinks I'm so funny. These glasses are not real. Do you think this is a good look for me? Does it make me look smart? I have always wanted to appear smart. It's another one of my biggest problems. Money and being dumb as hell. I'm exaggerating. I'm not dumb. I grew up academically gifted and talented. I was kind of always the dumb one in the AP class, to be honest. I need to this is something I need to write down. You are dumb. Negative self-talk number 1. You are an idiot. You are stupid. You can't talk. You can't talk good. I listen to a lot of podcasts and I have a lot of really intelligent friends. And when I listen to them talk, I say, how do you do it? I just can't. I think that my intelligence shows up in other ways. It shows up in my music. It shows up in the way I perform. I'll never forget, I saw Regina Spektor at the Union Square Barnes & Noble in 2009. She was doing some sort of talk with an author of a book that had just come out. I wish I could remember who it was, but it was supposed to be like an artist-on-artist conversation. And God bless Regina Spektor. She did not sound articulate whatsoever. I felt like she was at sea, and that comforted me in a way that I can't even describe, because I think it is undisputable that Regina Spektor is a genius songwriter. Do I look like someone who would say Regina Spektor is a genius songwriter? Absolutely. I mean, look at this sweater. So yes, I do think Regina Spektor is a genius. Did she sound like one when she was trying to talk about her music or trying to relate her music to this particular book and this particular author? Absolutely not. It was such a relief for me to go, you know what? I'm not good at talking either. And that's okay. Now, do I still believe that? No, because then social media rose, TikTok rose, YouTube rose, and it seemed as though the people who were really thriving, really getting a lot of attention, making a name for themselves, were and are people who know how to talk. Which is one reason I'm doing this, to see if maybe I can get good at it. Jury's still out. So yeah, I don't really want to do this today, but I am trying to practice consistency. A really dear friend of mine said to me the other day, if you were consistent, you would probably be unstoppable. Is he wrong? Well, he's not wrong in that I'm inconsistent. I have a problem with sticking with things. I get discouraged easily. I also would say I get distracted easily, but it's really more like I get tired easily and I get lulled by sitting on the couch, reading a book, taking a walk in nature. These are all things that are healthy, but I often would rather do them than do anything else. Maybe I have ADHD. Maybe it's hard for me to do anything that isn't extremely exciting, that doesn't have the spark and the sheen of a brand new idea. Perhaps I need to practice working through the dip. 2 years ago, best summer of my life, career-wise, everything-wise, really. And not so now. I think I'm in a dip, and it's discouraging to me. I need to access a little bit of grit, and I think grit comes through consistency. And so that's why today, when I am basically in the grave tired and completely uninspired, I am still recording an episode of Just Left Therapy. And I want to take this opportunity to thank the 3 people who I know watch this, have watched every episode. I really appreciate you. I do it for you. At this point, I do it for me, but I do it for you. You may be asking, Tiffany, why do you have a death grip on that mug? What's in there? Well, it's my life force. It is the Nespresso pumpkin spice cake coffee. Oh, it's delicious. Oh, it's so good. This is only my second cup of coffee of the day. It's only 1:22 p.m. Woof-a-roni. A comment was left on my episode from 2 weeks ago, and this person just said, the ADHD is a lot. Okay, what do you want me to do about it? You can scroll away. But also, thanks for the comment, because, like, I guess comments are what keep the world spinning these days. Don't read the comments! Anyway, I think maybe at some point this project might become a little more organized, but for right now, I am just focusing in on sitting down, showing up, pressing record, and seeing what happens and being consistent in showing up. That's all I can promise you right now. I might delve into scripted essays at some point. I still haven't gotten a new mascara, by the way. I'm still putting basically crumbs on my eyelashes every day. The ADHD is a lot. Well, sweetheart, you try and yap at the camera. I am grumpy. Grumpty Dumpty. Sat on a wall. Grumpty Dumpty went to the mall. All the king's horses and all the king's men. You know what I'd said just in my head right then? All the king's horses and Noah and Ben. As in, it's fall, and you know what that means. Fallicity. I should be watching Felicity. I know a lot of people go to Gilmore Girls as their autumnal comfort watch, but for me, it's Felicity. All right, it's show and tell time. I took 2 Goosebumps books from a little library. There were probably 10 of them, and it was really hard for me to decide which ones to grab, but I took How I Got My Shrunken Head and The Haunted Mask. I'm probably going to read these on Halloween night. I'm going to be so scared. My favorite thing about these book covers is that it says, now a major motion picture. I love the phrase major motion picture. Major motion picture bounces off the lips in a really satisfying way, and it just sounds very classic. Major motion picture. I feel like people don't say that anymore. People don't really say major motion picture anymore because we have a lot of motion pictures, and even the category of major motion picture is broken up into, well, there's theatrical release and there's a major motion picture that is just has a streaming release, but it doesn't make it any less major these days. So what even is a major motion picture anymore? This is a hook. Show and tell number 2, I got my Annie DeRusso CD. Oh, you can... There we go. It was so fun to get a CD in the mail and unwrap it and look at everything inside. To look at the design. Things that you would not see just from listening on streaming. I absolutely love the design of the liner notes. I love the album cover. I have a thing about Sky, which feels like people saying, I love pizza. Yeah, duh. But I have a thing about blue skies. My Bandcamp page has blue sky background. There's just something about it that is extremely pleasing to me. It literally just might be because it reminds me of the Windows 98 desktop. Anyway, just some really cool, sort of vintage inspired. It feels like some like 70s signage. Oh, look at that. That's such a funny picture. I just absolutely love it. It's like chaotic minimalism. Really love it. Very inspired by it. Makes me want to make CDs. Next time I put an album out, I would love to have physical media, but it's expensive. I just gotta make sure I sell them. I think I need to get out of my comfort zone and start performing live more. I have a friend out there. You know who you are. It's the friend who introduced me to Annie DeRusso, okay? He came at me for not saying, hey, thanks to my friend for introducing me to Annie DeRusso. Anyway, my friend, hi Ben, introduced me to Annie DeRusso and changed my life. So thank you for that. But I also know that he is going to say, yeah, you need to be performing live, because he nags me constantly about playing shows and performing live. I know I need to, especially because I talk so much and I feel very passionate about getting offline and being more analog, and yet I'm afraid to like go play live and to actually talk to people. And I think that's a growing pain we're all going through. There's a conversation going on right now that's like people want community, but they don't actually want to do the work for it. And honestly, I'm kind of one of those people because I've always been a little socially anxious and a little shy. And I do want the feeling of life that exists offline. And I want the feeling that I had in sort of like the 90s and the aughts of being an artist. And it's hard. It's scary to go back to after being so used to being online and having parasocial relationships and not having to talk to people and COVID and all of that. So I want to approach this idea with compassion instead of being accusatory towards people who want community but are not willing to do the work. It's just that I know that it's hard. I know that it's hard, and I'm with you, and I hope that I can start taking steps of my own towards doing that. And they can be baby steps, but I also need to be brave. I need to be brave. And honestly, that might just be going to an open mic. I haven't done an open mic in like 10 years or more. After a while, I kind of didn't see the point of them. And maybe that was a little big-headed of me. I was like, oh, I'm way too established to do an open mic. Well, apparently not. But I don't think that's what it's about. I think for me, it's about getting used to performing again and getting used to being in front of people and making connections in real life and networking. I hate that word. And I hate the concept. Let's be real. Guys, I want to be smarter. I want to sound smarter I want to sound smarter so bad. And I just don't. God, how do you people sound so smart? I went to a dinner party with some friends a couple weeks ago, and everyone was so smart. They were just saying smart stuff, and I was just like, yeah, that's it. It's a little bit like, you know, when you kind of know a language and you can understand it, but you can't speak it. That's how I feel about English. How do I get better at talking and sounding smart? Maybe if I just spoke in an accent and I wore these glasses, perhaps everything I said. Oh, may I just be Olivia Colman? Right. I think perhaps if I just wear some of these and I speak a little bit like this, I can fool a lot of people into thinking I'm an absolute genius. When really, I'm a bit of a dum-dum. I need my notepad. I've said so many negative things about myself. What are some positive things I can say about myself right now to offset that? I make really good music. I'm trying not to say but. I have incredible instincts about music, writing it, producing it, crafting it, the artistry of it, and that I am proud of. Full stop. Wow, it feels really hard to say something positive about myself without negating it or balancing it with saying, yes, but this. Don't look at me. Oh, I'm really pretty, but, you know, like, I'm like really pretty. I don't know. My wonderful boyfriend, who's also an actor and a musician, he has just been doing the workshop of a new musical for the past month, and I went and saw a run through the other day, and he was so good in it. He was so good. Actually, everybody was so good in it. And it just made me realize that it made me wonder, and I have been having this thought lately, that maybe I just need to work harder. At what? I don't know. And that's where the consistency becomes difficult for me, because I want to make music and be a music producer. I also want to be an actor, and I want to be in plays, and I want to be in musicals or movies or whatever. And it's just a lot. And I do both. One tends to make me more money in one shot when I can actually get the good gigs. Like producing music like the stuff I did for Leo and this other film that I worked on makes me more money, but theater gets me health insurance. Also, it's honestly just nice to work for a W-2 and not a 1099 because I am not good at putting enough money away for taxes. Anyway, the ADHD is a lot. I'm a little off track right now, but what I was thinking was, God, I need to work harder. I'm not good enough. I watched MK Morrissey. Y'all musical theater heads probably know who she is. She's out of this world talented. Her voice is bonkers. And I just went, God, I wish I could sing like that. And maybe I could, but I need a coach. I need to take voice lessons. And that costs money. It's same as the haircut thing. It's like voice lessons these days usually cost between like $125 to $400 an hour. For the level of practitioner that I need and want, and being in New York, that's just how much it is. I'm sure other places in the country, it's less. Somebody with a different skill level or different goals might be able to find somebody for less than that. But most of the time, when I look into people that are going to give me the kind of coaching that I want, that's the price range we're looking at. So it's been cost prohibitive for me. And I think it has been detrimental to my maintenance as a singer and my growth as a singer. MK Morrissey has an awesome social media presence. It's just so real and informative. She talked about how she has a team. She has a team of people and she works in such detail. She posted some voice memos from her voice lesson when she had been cast as Elphaba on Broadway in Wicked, and just going through the entire score and spot checking and changing vowels. And it's that kind of level, it's that kind of attention to detail that I know is what creates excellence. And also, you have to pay for it. And so I said to Scott, I was like, do I need to take out a loan? Do I need to just start treating my debt as who cares? Because for years I've been going, the most important thing is for me to get out of debt. But now I'm in this place of like, okay, once I'm out of debt, then what? What do I have to show for it? I have not been taking dance class. I have not been taking voice lessons. I have not been investing in my instrument, as pretentious as that sounds, but it's true. I have not put any money into this. I have been doing it all myself. And I'm realizing now that that is only going to take me so far. And I just need to figure it out. I need to figure it out. Like, do I need to just start going into debt? More debt? I really don't want to. But I'm not going to get better unless I take some major steps forward. And maybe that means taking some financial risk. It's not really a risk, but it is an investment. I'm going to take this moment to speak into existence what I would really love. Another job doing music for some kind of film or TV that pays really well. I can then spend some money on some really good voice lessons and really get this into shape. So while that is happening, I can audition for higher level things. I really would love to be going in for more Broadway. Broadway audition comes for me like once a year. I would like that number to go up. I would like the show to be a little more structured in the future. Maybe you don't. Maybe you like the sort of freeformness of it. My 3 friends who watch this. I don't know. What do you think? Shout out in the comments. Here's what I want you to do in the comments. Tell me if you want more structure or if you love the chaos of this show. And tell me what your favorite Goosebumps book is. All right. I made it through. I'm alive. I cried. So you're welcome. And I am worthy of love and success. But